I don't know, dude. That elf. First he's on Captain America, and now he took my camera to do action shots on Captain America. And now the elf, I think the elf is playing with my viewers. I think he's showing off. And my viewers are watching him. This isn't cool. No, he's going to get way more views than me. And I can't have that. I just can't have that. No, like that. Alright. This camera, this darn elf, I'm watching you. I'm watching you. That's not cool, elf.
Yes, it is.
No, I don't think so.
Yes, it is.
This elf, look at him. He's on Captain America doing action shots like a crazed psycho.
It's okay. You can do that.
Not cool. Not cool. I'm watching you guys now. You're in cahoots with that thing?
No,
I'm gonna elf on the shelf you guys. Alright guys, now that I got you away from Captain America, my name's Kevin the Stoic Reseller. If you're new here, I'm a part-time reseller with a full-time family. I buy and sell used clothing as my primary market. I guess if you want to say what kind of gimmick I have, my gimmick is I don't promote. Yeah, some of us do, some of us don't. But I'm a part of a reselling group that explores alternatives to paying eBay more fees to screw us. So let's get started. This video is going to be about last week. I've had a really strong week of sales, and yeah, I'm pretty excited about it, guys. So I'm going to make myself super small here. Woo! Woo! I don't know, I figured out how to do this, so I'm actually having a lot of fun with it, okay? You can see here, last week I had 41 sales, which resulted in $1,914.54. Pretty solid. We're going to get right into it, okay, guys? You can see here, this was the top sale last week. I also highlighted this in my top 10 clothing brands that don't need promoted listings to sell. This sold within a week for $150. This brand is excellent. This is Grease Point Workwear. I've only found it one time. If you're curious, here is the label. You can see it's made here in the United States. In that video, I commented that I focus a lot on items made here in the US simply because they definitely command a lot more money. But that also goes for items built in Japan, South Korea, and in Canada. Some other items Levi's likes to build in Portugal, things like that. If it's just not made in Vietnam and China and India, there might be some value. So always double check these brands that are built somewhere else, or if it's a common brand like Ralph Lauren. Their purple labels are made in Italy. You know, their black labels are typically made somewhere. The double RL is sometimes made in the United States, which increases the value exponentially. But anyways, as you can see here, it's just a shirt, and it sold for $150. It was in pristine condition. Next, this is a brand that you all should know. Here is what the tag looks like. You'll find it a lot without the tag. Very similar to Lululemon. This tag is designed to be ripped off. And so a lot of times if you see a sweater, you see a shirt without that, just try to find the label. Vuori always puts their labels somewhere on the item. Lululemon does, but they like to hide it as well. So here's that. This was the Restore Half Zip Performance Pullover. This sold very quickly. I mean, I got lots of attention. I cross-listed on Poshmark. This also was getting a ton of attention on Poshmark. So if you guys are curious, this is a very in-demand item at the moment. You can see here, I believe I took an offer of, let's look here, $54. Next is also another brand you guys should recognize, if you're a clothing reseller, that is. Icebreaker. It's a performance merino wool brand, I guess. I don't know. They this was a men's full zip jacket. Pretty standard. It felt high quality. If you're curious, I'll show you the tag. They have this tag and they have a couple others, but it'll always say Icebreaker. Most of the time, it'll tell you what gender it's designed for. But this sold also within about a week and a half, and I took an offer of $32. The next item is this Nike, Oregon Duck Salute to Service, brand new with tags. I actually found this at a Goodwill. If you factor in my average cost of goods of $9.82, that is what I paid for this. So, realistically, I paid, I think they wanted $15 for it, if I can remember correctly. I took an offer of $55. Anything. One of my claim to fames is I can sell Nike. I know I live in an area that has a lot of Nike. I just know what good Nike is. I know what will sell. I know what is popular. A lot of this is just based on the history. I used to sell nothing but Ross finds, so you had to know what was good and what was bad. And, most of what was good was Nike. And so you just had to get an affinitive for that. Obviously, here's the logo. Typically, the NFL version is Salute to Service. I think the college football calls it Military Day or something. But I just put Salute to Service in there because 9 times out of 10, that's what you're searching for if you're looking for a military-style jacket. An Oregon Ducks, very popular NCAA college. Very popular where I'm at. And this sold... Honestly, I was a little surprised because there were some other ones that were similar to this that hadn't sold. They were priced up a little bit. I priced this for $70. I actually kind of shot high, and someone offered me $60 something, and I took it right away. Took about I think maybe about a week and a half as well. Here's a brand that you guys may not know. This is G4. This is a very high-end golf brand. They have some very extravagant commercials. Very interesting. When I watch the commercials, I think of frat boys. That's kind of what it gives me. But this was a puffer vest. I was very surprised to find this. I paid hardly anything for it. If you're a clothing reseller, just like any other market, you need to make sure that you're pointing out anything unique of the item. That means flaws, any like embellishments. You can see this was just printed with Bandon Dunes, which was a golf course local. It's actually a pretty popular golf course. But when it comes to golf clothing, you really need to make sure to point that out if it has it. But yeah, this is it was a size small, and not the best size in the world, but it did sell, and it sold pretty quick. And you can see here, someone bought it at full offer. The next item is a used pair of Nike Tech Pack joggers. Again, I love selling Nike. There's a lot of Nike that sells really well because it's a really popular brand, very saturated brand. You can see here it's a very interesting style jogger. Let me see. A lot of times these Nike Tech, when you see this style of logo from Nike, this is the Nike Tech Pack. It just means it costs more. They've put a little bit more detail, a little bit more. They've gone the extra mile to basically add a better quality of an item. With Nike, you can also search up right there, that AR1589. That is the style name. And you can just type that into Google. You can type that into the eBay search algorithm, and it'll pull up similar items. But this sold, it took about 2 to 3 weeks. It sold for full asking price of $50. Moving on, we got a Patagonia Houdini jacket. So something else as a clothing reseller, you need to fully and comprehensively understand. You're going to see a lot of YouTubers. They're going to say Patagonia's Patagucci, right? I mean, everyone should know what this logo is. One of the most popular, if not the most popular outdoor brand, maybe outside of North Face. Patagonia is Patagucci sometimes. Not everything Patagonia is going to sell or sell for a lot of money. Specifically, their capline, they're just regular polyester capline base layers. You're probably not going to get more than $20 for it unless there's something unique about it. They have a lot of leggings that don't sell for jack shit. But these jackets, obviously, all outdoor brands have really extremely well built jackets. Patagonia is no exception. This is the Houdini. This is a very, very, very popular style of jacket. It is a very lightweight. It's a packable. It's designed to be put into your backpack, take up next to no space. It is water resistant or waterproof. It's got a ripstop fabric. Men's small, not a very good size, but this sold within a day, and I'm almost certain, yeah, I took $51 for it. So, yeah, guys, just always keep on the lookout. If you see Patagonia jackets, you're going to want to look up the style number. Just like Nike, it's got a style code typically underneath the material tag. You can see it there. It's that STY24142. Just type that into Google. It'll tell you what it is. Type in the name in eBay, and you will get what you're looking for. Moving on, we got 3 more items. And then I want to share some information with you guys, like namely my traffic, since this is now marking the 14th day. I'm 2 weeks in to not promoting. 2 weeks in, I think. A little over 2 weeks, maybe. And so something I want to share with you guys, it's pretty interesting. It's I'm a little concerned, but I'm not at the same time, okay? So this is some ABC Classic Fit Warp Stream pants, Lululemon. Guys, don't lowball yourselves with these. I took an offer of $49. I like to take around 20% if I can stay around there. So, right around that 40 or 20% off. The one thing you need to know about these is I think Daily Refinement had a really interesting video one day where he offered $40 to someone on Poshmark for these or something similar. And he got a lot of flack for that, and rightfully so. I think a lot of people are undercutting the market on this. I don't. I just price these typically around $60. You'll see the commission pant and the ABC pant. Those both I price at $60 and just allow people to make offers. They sell for anywhere between $45 and $60. But these are just a great pant. These are super sweet. And if you're curious with Lululemon, it's very important that you get the exact style name. My rule for myself anymore with Lululemon is I have to be able to search up the name with the style number, and this will give me the fabric type, the exact fit, and the garment name. So you're going to see here, you're going to want to look for specifically LM5ADFS. That is this unique style number. And typically when you type that into Google, you're going to get a website called Lulu Fanatics. And that has a lot of pertinent information when you go to sell these items. So, guys, I mean it. Don't undercut yourself with Lululemon. Of course, the sell-through rate has dropped quite a bit on most of the items. That's why I made the rule. If you cannot search it up based off of this, don't chance it, guys. Because generic Lululemon searches are not selling. Maybe if you price it at like $10, it'll sell. But I'm telling you right now, you're going to lose money. You're going to get frustrated. And you're going to give up on a brand that sells for $40 pretty much all day long. So, don't undercut yourself. Don't, but also their stores know what to look for. I regularly pay up for these. These are one of the very few items that I will pay up to $20 for in the thrift store. Only because I know I'll double that money, but they also sell pretty quick. So, the next item is, I actually sold this once. The person said it was too big. And, my first thought was, yeah, they're an overpant. Duh. So, I don't know what people are expecting of these. But this was returned, sold pretty much right away again, which is odd because the comps for them weren't that great, but I got it at a good price. These were bought at a Goodwill, even though they're new with tags. I took an offer $42. So, $42 for these. I mean, you're going to see they retail for like $130, but you're not getting that. And then Under Armour is just a good brand. I've been exploring it a little bit more, trying to get comfortable with it in terms of how I am with Nike. But yeah, if you see Under Armour, if it feels quality, buy it. And I have no idea what this guy's doing. What is that? What? That's okay. We're moving on. We're moving on. Before I get, maybe like a Instagram. I don't know. There's some weirdness. The world is strange, right, guys? The last item I want to show you is this cool Interceptor fleece jacket. I don't think this brand needs a introduction as well, but I will give it to you. Here is the tag. It'll say "Born in the Mountains." Cool is probably a top 5 brand for me. It is bread and butter, but it is slightly above what you would expect a bread and butter brand to be. You're not going to find it all the time because it is very expensive. This jacket here is probably $100 brand new. There's not very many of them on eBay. Very popular item. It sold. I think I sold this within a couple days. It was in fabulous condition. I didn't pay a whole lot. But cool, you're going to want to look for their pants, jackets. They have base layers that are actually really good. Their regular button-up shirts don't do as well as they used to. I still pick them up at the right price just because a lot of times I get people come in and buy multiples of the same or of them in the same size. So I like to target that. I do that with Ralph Lauren, Patagonia shirts. Brands that people want to buy. I try to get a good amount of them so that people just buy multi quantities at the same time. But yeah, so guys, that's the 10 items, top 10 sales of last week. Again, I sold 19. So we're going to go back to this. We're going to go back to traffic. Let's see, can I? Yeah, I can. Okay, so we're going to go from last Saturday. Yeah. Oh, what is today? Today's the 18th. Oh, that's November. I don't want November. I want December. So we're going to go from last Sunday to the 17th, which was just yesterday. And I can show you. So I stopped promoting a while ago. It's probably been a good 16 days. And you can see here, this is all compared to basically the week prior to this week. My impressions are down a quarter, page views are way down, quantity sold is way down, which is kind of odd because I don't feel like they are, which is weird. But I have a high click-through rate and a high sales conversion. My organic impressions is 100% during this time. I do not promote. Here's the proof for you guys. Top 20 search results are down. Everything's down. Everything is down. But I don't care. I really don't. It's not how I want to build my business. I don't really want to build my business with inflated numbers with promoted listings. I do know for a fact that my sales velocity would probably go up, but I use the money I would be spending on promoted listings to basically sell on Poshmark. So I wanted to share with you my Poshmark sales, specifically my Closet Insights, and you can see here this month alone I've had $1,724 in total sales. This is the it's been good. I can't complain. Today I've sold $85. But you can't really sort, I don't think. Let's see. Yeah. Whatever. So it's been really solid, guys. I mean, you can see here there's better days than others, but I'm happy with $100 on Poshmark a day. If I can get to that mark, I'm a happy camper, because it definitely offsets the shittiness of eBay, specifically not promoting. But I'd rather be on a separate platform than to just basically be invested 100% into eBay, simply because who knows what eBay is going to do. We've had some drama with feedback. We've had some drama with promoted listings. We've had some drama with the site being broken all the time. People go on about it in nauseam. I don't need to talk about it unless I have a deep dive into an issue. Everyone listening probably understands that there is a reason that you should be looking at other alternatives. Now, there's going to be people that will disagree with you, and that's fine. They can disagree with you because they're having success, but they're also promoting. Maybe they're promoting at a higher level. Maybe they're not. Maybe they just have access to things that just sell really well, and they're fine promoting at whatever 5-6%, and they're making great sales. They can't keep up. Maybe, I don't know. But as a part-time reseller, guys, I sold $2,000 worth of stuff last week, and then you add in the stuff from here. So it's like, before taxes, I'm typically 44 to 49% profit margin of total sales. So I mean, you figure if I had about $2,200 to $2,300 worth of sales, that's crazy. You're talking $1,000 to $1,200 last week as a part-time reseller. That's total profit in my pocket. It's a pretty damn good part-time gig, guys. So yeah, don't be down on your luck, guys. Just keep focusing on what you can focus on. I want to see you succeed. Share your success stories down in the comment section, please. But for now, all we have is eBay and Poshmark. My quantity sold is way down. I am really surprised. Let's look at. Let's go back here. I'm just a little curious. I mean, you can see my graph. It's kind of like all over the place. Middle of this early December was great. Yeah, I don't know. But you can see my last 30 days, I'm only down 3.2%. Like I said, I'm not worried about page views or impressions at the moment. I'm worried about getting my click-through rate and sales conversion rate up as high as possible. So let's see if I can figure out some other cool stuff. This year, here we go. So this year, you can see December which is really strange to me. I know we're about just over halfway through December. December feels really odd to me. I feel like I'm doing way better than I am. Obviously, I'm doing better than last year, as you can see at this same time frame. November was actually down. Wow. November, yeah, actually that feels about right. But as you can see, and it's really strange, guys, because I'm listing more than I've ever listed in my life, or at least in my career. And you can see in the prior time period last year, I was having a hard time with sales. And it's really strange to me that I can not have this crazy success. I don't know. I don't know what to think about this. You tell me. What should I think about this? I'm a little concerned that December isn't gonna keep up. I mean, I'm up 27.5% over last year, and like I said, I'm a little concerned. If November was down total sales wise less than 0.1%, I guess. I don't know. I am a little concerned. I mean, the trend. I mean, you can see my sales started taking a hit in July. Okay, I stopped promoting new listings in August, and it's a bit odd. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This chart looks really strange, and a lot of people would say, hey, it's fourth quarter, the seasonality of things. I don't have that, as you can clearly see. My seasonality doesn't exist. I'm happy, to be honest with you, if I can get to $8,000 a month in total sales, I'd be happy. I think that's really the sweet spot for eBay. And especially if I'm operating at about 40% at $8,000, you're looking at like $3,500, give or take. What is it? No, it's more like $3,200 before taxes. So, that covers the bills. It makes me a little bit of money, gives me a little bit of financial freedom at $8,000 a month. And now you got to factor in Poshmark. So if I'm already up this amount in December, and you add in the Poshmark sales of what was it, like $1,700? Yes, $1,700. Actually having a really strong December, guys. And I will tell you, Poshmark's been great. So if you're on the cusp of not cross-listing, I strongly encourage it now. I will be 100% honest with you. If you watch some of my super early videos, I was totally against cross-listing. But now, I mean, I could show you today's eBay, right? I mean, today's eBay has been abysmally bad. $80.14, you know. It's like I have these weird like peaks and then drop, peak and then drop. Go up, steady, drop. Go up, steady, drop. Go up. And I thought maybe we can get some steadiness. No. eBay is all over the place, guys. I don't think both of these sales were early morning sales, and I haven't really gotten a whole lot of action later in the day. But, you know, Poshmark gave me $80, so I mean, you know, it's not bad. Not the best, I suppose. But yeah, that's my experience, guys. Nothing to complain about, fortunately. I still feel very thankful. I'm selling quite a bit of stuff. I'm moving a lot of product, which is very strange to me because, as you can see, November was about even, and December so far is above last year. But as you can see, it's probably on the trend downward from the November, which is really odd because it feels like I'm way busier. I don't know. Maybe it's just 'tis the season, right? But guys, let me know what you think down in the comment section. Am I making a huge mistake by not promoting? Am I making the best decision by not promoting and using the money I would promote with by diversifying? You know, is eBay going to continue this trend? Are they going to basically force us to promote at some point? You know what? There's a lot of things happening in the eBay realm right now, and we all need to just try to figure it out. So down in the comment section, tell me, how are your sales doing? Are you having a great fourth quarter, December? Let me know. I'm having an okay one. But yeah. Also, let me know, am I a complete idiot? Like, subscribe, share my video, and until the next video, rule the day.